Okay, good afternoon, everybody.
Good afternoon.
Nice to meet you here. My name is Risnawati. I just call me Risna. I come from Palembang. So it is the famous bridge in my hometown. I like it very much, especially at night because of the light. So it looks wonderful. Okay, I have done my research project about one of the colleges in Indonesia, especially State Polytechnic of Ujung Pandang. It is located in Makassar, South Sulawesi. Luckily here, I can interview the head of Academic and Student Affairs Division, that is Mr. Tri Hartono. Yes, I get a lot of information from him about this department. So not about Polytechnic as a whole, but only about Academic and Student Affairs Division only. Now today I would like to share the result of my research project. Okay, now here first I would like to talk about the mission of the division. There are three purposes. That is the first, support academic and student administration. And the second one, it is about make budgeting plans. And the last is manage instructional technology. Now here we can see that three of them refers to students' academic and administration, and also about making a budget plan and also prepare instructional technology that is needed for the students, for teaching and learning process in the classroom or in the laboratory. Okay, now about the history of this department. Actually, the Academic and Students Affairs Division has been existing since Polytechnic of Ujung Pandang was founded, that is in 1987. Now, at the beginning, here there were only 350 students. Now, from year to year, there was an increase in number of the students, and right now it becomes 3,000 students. So, it is more than 100%, yes, the increase. And at the beginning, in 1987, there were only 4 departments. That is engineering departments. Here they have civil, and then mechanical, electrical, and also chemical engineering. But right now, there are 2 additional departments. That is accounting and business administration. So it becomes 6 departments right now. And in 1987, the students are only in Diploma 3 program. Right now here they have Diploma 3 and also Diploma 4. In 1987, because the students are only 350, so they study in on one campus only. Now here, because of the increased number of the students, so there are 2 campuses. Okay, now the division of academic and student affairs here has 22 staffs, and the staffs are divided into 3 based on their roles. The first role is academic affairs. The staff in academic affairs subdivision here are responsible for preparing the students' attendance list, classroom activity control, and also certificates, diploma, and others. While the staff in students' affairs subdivision are responsible for scholarship and also extracurricular activities for the students. And the last role is for budgeting, planning, and instructional technology. Here, the staff are in charge of making a budget and also prepare instructional technology. So they make a budget, For example, for graduation day, and also budget for instructional media that will be used to conduct teaching and learning process. About the student population. Now here, the students, this division serve 3,000 students. The total of the student for Diploma 3 and Diploma 4. And the students' ages are between 18 and 22 years. All of them are full-time students, so they study for 35 hours in a week. But they don't have fixed schedule in study here, so they have flexible schedule. It can be in the morning or in the afternoon. As I have told you before, that the students here, most of the students, are in Diploma 3 program, and the rest are in Diploma 4. And the students are divided into 3 classifications, 3 categories. Here there are regular students, regular classes, non-regular, and cooperation classes. Here, 3 of the classes here actually have the same curriculum, the same goals, yes, the same facilities, and the same teaching and learning process. The difference is only compared to regular classes. The students in non-regular classes pay higher school fee, while the student in cooperation classes, it means that the student get scholarship from the company, for example, from electrical company. But right now, State Polytechnic of Ujung Pandang doesn't develop non-regular classes, so they just have the student in the last level right now. So next year, maybe they don't receive a student in 4 non-regular classes. Now, after exploring the information from State Polytechnic of Ujung Pandang, and also compare with my institution, State Polytechnic of Sriwijaya. So here, I think it will be better for my institution, State Polytechnic of Sriwijaya, to have more classroom. Because what happened right now in my institution here, we have only 1 campus, but there are a lot of students, around 3,000 students, yes, so almost the same as Ujung Pandang, but we have only 1 campus, and the classroom are very limited, so we cannot move to the other room, and also we can move the schedule, the class schedule. So it is the problem. Actually, we are looking for some places to make new campus, but it is still in process. So here I can say that both Polytechnic of Ujung Pandang and Sriwijaya Polytechnic here are similar. Especially they are similar in mission, yes, and also in the purpose, and also the number of the students, the program that they have, D3 and D4, and also the kinds of the classes like regular, non-regular, and also cooperation classes. But there are some differences. That is the number of campus and classroom. As I have told you before, that we have only one campus and also limited classroom. So it is difficult for us to change the schedule and also to move to the other room. So what I mean that the student in the morning, regular class, just study in the morning from 7 until 12:30, and then the student in non-regular class just study from 12:40 until 6:10. So we cannot move the schedule. And okay, I think I am very thankful to Mr. Tri Hartono, yes, about the information. I think it is the end of my presentation. And I say thank you very much. If you have any question, please.